All right, Chris Chambers, the director, is with us. So hello, Chris. What was the danger going on there?
Well, the story is about an Armenian boy gets sent to America after family tragedy to live with his grandfather. And it's all set in Little Armenia. And it's about a boy who struggles to find his way, find his identity. And it's what happens when a kid falls through the cracks and falls in with the wrong crowd.
And you are not Armenian. You didn't know that much about Armenians. What happened?
Well, I grew up here in Los Angeles in the Valley, right next to Armenian communities. And I thought I knew what Armenian communities were about. But until I had met an Armenian and became friends with a boy named Aram, I realized I knew nothing about the culture. And it's a beautiful, rich, interesting culture.
Well, thank you.
All right, I'll sit back. I'll sit back now. Go ahead.
I find it fascinating. You've been in the industry for quite a while, and you decide to make your first feature film on the Armenian community. Why is that?
Well, you know what? I just get tired of seeing the same movie over and over again that's sometimes put through the Hollywood mill. I love seeing a movie where you're seeing a new culture, you're seeing a new world. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to share what I learned about the Armenian community and make a movie that we hadn't seen before in American movies before.
Now, in the casting, it was important for you to have all of the Armenian characters be played by Armenians.
Yes.
And you were talking about how when you were doing the casting call, you had 99% of the people show up pretending to be Armenian. What was that about?
Well, welcome to Hollywood. So someone would come in, they'd read for the part, and I say, wait a minute, your last name seems kind of Italian.
Yeah.
Are you Armenian? They go, no, but I play Armenian.
That's great.
I can play Armenian, I can play Kurdish. I did Taliban twice.
Oh, wow, that's so
So this kid is 12 when he comes over. You were?
I was 7 going on 8. Now, there is a bit of a difference clearly with this story and my story, but what I can relate to, and I think many can, is the fact when you come to this country, you're struggling to find your identity. You have the old world, you have the roots, your culture so strong, and yet you have this new world where you're trying to acclimate yourself and be a part of. So I think this movie will translate to so many people, not just Armenians, but immigrants in general.
It's definitely a universal American story. We had a screening the other day, and at the very end there's a big emotional climax. And we turn on the lights, and the girl next to me is Korean American. She was crying. I said, wait, I understand why someone in Armenia is crying. Why are you crying? She said, this story happens every day in Koreatown. It's a universal American
It's a universal story, and also uniquely, Southern California, Los Angeles has the largest population of Armenians and Americans anywhere in the world outside of Armenia. I believe it. I think that's correct.
Yes.
Yes. Glendale is the capital of Armenia.
Yes, we say that all the time. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And this is the first American film to be done on an Armenian community, which is also fascinating. Most of the filming was done in this little, what is it, a shoe store in Silver Lake, right?
Yes.
And the real people, the actual.
Yes, it was an amazing experience. We were scouting all these shoe stores, and most of the shoe stores in Los Angeles are owned by Armenian men who are immigrants who had other lives and other things they loved, and this is what they did to provide for their families. And I went into one day, and I was telling them the story, looking to see if we could shoot there, and his eyes went wide, and he went white. And I said, what's the problem? He said, you're telling me my life story back to me.
Wow.
But my son started dressing differently, and now he's in jail.
Oh my
So this is a story that's when I knew we were on the right track, that this is a real story, that somehow I as an American was able to tap into this story that's real. And it's really resonating.
It's going to really be
audiences.
interesting. You're going to go Sunday.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. Thank
premiere.
you for inviting me. I cannot wait to see the movie, and we can talk about it.
I can't wait to get your reaction to it.
Yeah,
it's be
I'm
good.
sure you'll call
Chris
me right
Chambers,
after.
the director.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Chris.
Thank you. Aram will premiere Sunday afternoon at 1:30 at the LA Film Festival, and then there will be other opportunities to see the film in coming fall, right?
Yes, we're on Facebook.com, Aram Film.
Perfect.
That is not Armenian music.
That is not.
That is
No
pure,
doo-doo there.
Pure American, no doo-doo. Pure American music.